Greetings, Geechlings. Geechlin Prime here with my live reaction of The Promised Neverland, chapter 154. The Key to Survival. We're on manga stream. Also, no One Piece this week, but My Hero Academia will be coming up after this reaction, so stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, Norman's revealed to his closest friends that he's dying. And that, which also it was brought to my attention that apparently his inner circle didn't even know that he was afflicted the same way they were, which I was like, what? Which would explain some of their facial expressions. I just thought they were like, oh God, you know, like he's telling them. That's how I took it, you know, not that, oh my God, he's dying like us, what? But whatever. Moving on. Emma's extending a hand. Why is Ray got that face? We can survive this together. This time will be different. We'll be lost. We'll struggle. But we won't be alone when the three are reunited with me. Aww, the hug. Oh, and now they're like the little child selves. They're little crybaby Norman. Welcome back, Norman. I want to live! And every time I see that I want to live, I just think of Robin on the Tower of Justice. Was it the Tower of Law? I always forget. I think, yeah, it was the Tower of Law. Or was it the Bridge of Law? I don't know, whatever. It was on the Judicial Island. But it's really too late. At Lambda, we were exposed to terrible chemicals. We have little time left. Also, I have a little bit of a theory. I told this to Richard, the one who always informs me of things that I miss. But something he apparently missed was the reason why some of these people seem to be exhibiting like characteristics that they do, like the super strength and everything of the experimental Lambda people, is what if they're being injected with demon like DNA and stuff to give them attributes of the demons and then that's why the size of the Atom Squad and like just the general physical attributes that they exhibit, because like there was a thing a little while back saying that Barbara had super strength. Well, humans don't have super strength. Where the heck did that come from? So, yeah. Yeah. That is just, I'm kind of wondering if that was it. You know? Which then, Richard then brought up to me, and I was like, well, that would explain why she likes eating demon flesh. Because demons do cannibalize themselves from time to time. But anyway, we have little time left. Aw, Norman's crying. Shocked Emma. Emma, Ray, help. Ah, he did say that last chapter. His deepest, most secret feelings coming out in a cry for help. And there's the title again. Get off that dirty floor. There's a lot of demon viscera. Norman? Wait. We? Boss, what do you mean? Yeah, you were never... so it is being completely brought into the foreground now. You were from Gracefield, a very special sample for them. You said that you were never their guinea pigs, so I lied. And they're like, what? It's true that I was treated as a special case, and I was alone, isolated in that place. But they experimented with those drugs on me, too. My seizures have already advanced to stage 4. Why is it always stage 4 that's always the end game of things? Because you've got stage 4 of cancer, which is basically, you know, just horrible. And now we have, stage 4 of demon experiments. Um, no way, boss. Why would you hide such a thing? To be honest, how could he hide such a thing? Because, I mean, like, seizures are no joke. I mean, they can happen at a drop of a hat, and you have no control about what you do once it goes into process. That's why a lot of people that have, like, seizures on the norm, they have, like, those trained dogs that, like, will comfort them and, like, keep like their head from hitting the floor, because like they can sense when it's about to happen, and then they'll like block their head with their bodies. So yeah, like I don't know how Norman was keeping this, because he would have been falling on the floor at any given time. So you know, which he has a invisible helmet of some sort. I doubt that. He ain't Hades. um let's see here. I wanted to be a leader you could depend on. I wanted to handle everything without being a cause of concern or worry for you. I'm sorry. I owe you all my apologies. Is that all? Yes. And then, what? What do you really want to do? Be honest this time. Right. I don't regret killing the nobles, but if there's a way to solve this problem without more bloodshed, that's what I want. Okay, so he might actually be on the side of the Musica plan. Please don't let Musica die. Let's see. I don't want a genocide. Well, you kind of caused one. Or at least one's kind of rolling down the hill, as it were. I'd like to deal with the things I've done, like the poisoning of the city, and I want to try or do everything I can to save my friends from Lambda. However slim the chances are, I want to try once more. No, as many times as I can in the time we have left. And I want to survive too. Got it. Don't worry, we got your back. Okay. I'm not sure which one. I think it's Emma saying that. It'll be alright. It's like, it'll be alright, Norman. I would love to, if they would add that to the anime. When it gets to this point, he's just shaking him like a rag. It'll be alright. And he's like, oh, okay, Emma. Anyway. We'll find some way. We're not alone, and together we can find a way. Ooh, fierce Emma hug. Okay, Vincent comes over. Coming over. God, I don't know what I just said, but it was weird. Are you kidding me? What are you going on about? Yeah, he is more the scientifically savvy, so he probably would be the most against this, because it's like, I've run the numbers. There is no way, kind of deal. I've already accepted my fate. We all have. As long as we save everyone, by exterminating the damn demons, by building a new world for all humans. Kill all humans. Oh wait, wrong line. I'm not Bender. No, I'm not a robot. No. You told us there would be no concessions, no going back, didn't you? Okay, so this is bad. His own most loyal followers are starting to turn on him, and I'm not... I mean, to be honest, this makes sense. But I didn't want it to happen. And now after all that... And then Barbara's over there just like in the thralls of depression, as she's dying quicker than the rest of them. Not only are you quitting, you mean to undo all we've built? You want to get in our way? I'm not giving up ever. Even if you try to stop the plan, I'm going to. I think that's enough, Vincent. Oh, Cecil's speaking up. Maybe I'll actually start to like you. I mean, the fact that I've just now started to really learn his name. He's not enough, don't you think? I kinda could feel it from the start, his pain, everything he was going through. But I thought, well, he's awesome, he can do it. I got lazy and took advantage of his intelligence, his kindness. I let him deal with everything alone. We all did. We've been using the boss as a tool to get our revenge, but he has heart too, you know. And Barbara's just kind of still there. And Norman's expression. It's like, what? You restrained, you punk! You know, you do you, boss. If you want to give up on the experiment, then just stop. Or extermination, not experiment, my bad. You already did a lot for us. I still hate their guts, you know, but I'll never forgive them. I'll never forgive those things. I want my revenge, but you matter more to me than the demons ever will. Oh, well, that's nice. I want to be by your side more than anything, boss. And then Barbara's finally speaking for the first time in the chapter. Yeah. And wait, is Zazie trying to take off the wrappings, or is he just like crying inside his little wrapping thing? Which, to be honest, I kind of like this face mask kind of deal he's got going on more than the bag head. Oh, Tisk. Norman. We already heard about those seizures from Dawn and Gelda. Wait. What, from the Atom Squad, I'm guessing. Emma, one more thing. One more thing. They said the children who were experimented on at Lambda 7214. Wait. 7214? How many Lambda farms were there? Because I'm not thinking there's that many. And we're exposed to a certain experimental drug, or to certain experimental drugs, which cause seizures and eventually lethal side effects. How did? And then they realized something. All of them have the seizures because Lambda experimented on all of its subjects. Wait a second, isn't that wrong? Because now they're thinking about Norman. What about Adam? Wait, he doesn't have the seizures. He was the one experiment that worked. What? They're going to use his blood to make an antidote, aren't they? Adam has never had any seizures. We know they've all done the experiments on him, but like Don and Gelda pointed out, it's been 2 years out of Lambda and hasn't shown any of the symptoms, not even once. Okay, and Norman is like, what? Well, hold your horses, folks. Just because he's still okay doesn't mean the seizures vary from person to person. Well, 2 years is a long time not to have a seizure if you're very prone to them. Let's see. Even if this guy didn't have any so far, he can still. That's kind of true. A little about myself. I have a medical condition that seizure prone is a thing that is supposedly due to happen, but in the 28 years since I had a surgery to correct the problem, I've never had one. So I've been one of the very lucky few. So that's why the whole seizure thing strikes a little closer to home for me. Yeah. Let's see here. Where did I live off? No, but they said not even once. And he's got no medicine after escaping Lambda. No nothing. No nothing. You'll be nothing but the normal monk. Oh no, certain lines just trigger me. Humor, people. If you're right, if Adam, unlike everyone else, endured those experiments and got no side effects, no seizure sickness. Seizure sickness. Okay. We need an urgent message to headquarters. Okay, so that's the Lambda, or that's the Atom Squad there. Now I'm calling them the Lambda Squad. By now, Anna's team is already, or must already be researching it. She's leading that? She's like, what? 12? 13? I believe we have a chance. I mean, I guess these people are very advanced, especially the Gracefield kids. But, like, some of them, like, the stuff they do sometimes just astounds me. You know, even 154 chapters in, obviously. Okay, so they're not experimenting, but they're, like, getting blood samples, and what is her name? Jamina? She's the little black girl. She's like trying to keep him calm with like a little butterfly. It's like, don't worry about the needles. The dude can throw a building. Why would anyone need to distract him though? Also, we got this one kid who has like the hollow eyes. He's got like a pinwheel while reading him a book. Adam may well be the key to survival for all... Oh, title drop. For all victims of Lambda. Norman's astonished. The inner circle's astonished. And Zazi's just back there being Zazie. And Emma's there. And Ray's there. But don't you think we can just relax and wait? Right now, a huge royal army is searching for the hideout. Yeah. And here we go into the final, act of the series, I'm guessing. The Royal Army. Yeah, we saw them on the way here 2 days ago in the morning. Norman, I believe they must be the soldiers you've diverted from the capital. But why? Also, what's going to happen when they find out that the capital is, like, in hell? We got a team on this. Oliver, Zach, Nigel, and Jillian went back to sound the warning and help them prepare. But if we're found by a deployment that large, there's nothing we can do, or there's nothing anybody can do. Yeah, they would be a wrecked, son. We should leave right now and go back to the base. Of course, we're not going to abandon the seed to the poison either. Okay. Well, you're saying two very different things, considering how quickly that poison works by the time you got back, whenever that may be, because you might have your own little war arc, for like the next 10, 15 chapters, and then you come back and you have like the plague city, and like everyone is like just a devolved bug monster or dead, because that is also a thing. What are you going to do? Vincent quit being that way. At this point, the population must have already been exposed to the toxin. And I don't quite like it. Like, I like his resolve, but I don't like his cockiness about this aspect of it. And of course, the royals, the nobles, and Garan, it's not Gillian, clan, all of their flesh and bone is already contaminated too. It's okay. Well, I don't know what's okay about that, Emma. Dawn and Gelder were already in the area, along with music, and they're gonna put her blood in the water supply, right? And then it'll counteract the poison. Maybe. And Sunjin, they're doing all they can to stop the damage. Yeah, we can trust them with this. Dawn and Gelder are here. You mean they managed to find the cursed blood? Let's split up. No, don't Scooby-Doo this shit. I'll stay here with Ray and try to find a solution for the city. Norman, you go back with our team to protect everybody. Okay. That's interesting, but I guess that split up makes the most sense. Norman's thinking it over, and then he's like, understood. And Zazie is just being back there, being Zazie. He's like my favorite part. But Barbara, can you walk? Yeah, hurts like hell, though. What could they do to save poor Barbara? Don't look down on Lambda, kid. I'm way too stubborn to die here. She was talking to Ray. He gave her like a look of like, well, that's a bad wound. Cesaro, thank you very much. You go ahead and secure those some horses. Where would the horses be? Roger. Barbara, please hold up a little longer. Piece of cake. Vincent, I need someone to secure our routes of escape. Are you with us? Positive. But how did the soldiers find out about... It must have been... Is that the Queen? The fuck is the Queen alive? They cut her head off. The abyss of despair opens its jaws once more. She's regenerating her head. And Ceslo, he's jumping in to save Norman. And he screams, "Boss!" And I'm assuming he's going to be dead by the next chapter. That is the Queen, correct? Pretty sure. It's been a minute since I last looked at her outfit, so it just, you know, without her having a head, it doesn't click immediately with me, but I'm pretty sure that's the Queen. So she really was a high stock, wouldn't you say? If she can come back from not having a head. Because I don't think we've actually ever seen that with a demon before. Like, you know, once you take out the head, they dead. They're dead, son. So, that's a twist. This is why you should have left. Or, you know, always a double tap. I think Zombieland taught us that well. Always give a nice double tap. But, yeah. So that was the chapter. Okay. Like I mentioned before, the reactions make sense, you know, of the inner circle, because like they apparently didn't know because Norman was keeping it all secret. That's all been cleared up to me. So interesting, like Vincent's turn there at the beginning, you know, like what? It's like, I thought they were so devoted to Norman, regardless of how quickly he would turn on any plans, that they would always be with him. And it's good that Ceslo, you know, stayed with him. And Zazie, I assume, is staying on that side. They didn't give him an order at all, but I guess it makes sense. He'll be going back to defend the base, so it makes sense. But yeah, that bit of a turn and everything, and also like the whole like there is no way to save us, but they didn't know about Musicas, so I guess that makes sense. And that's why I'm kind of wondering if, like, maybe if they combine Musica's blood with Adam's blood, maybe that cures them. Because if I am right, and that like they were being injected with like demon's blood and, you know, other things for the experiments at Lambda, that might be the case. Because, you know, if you can save demons, then you should be able to save the demon-like humans, right? I think I'm not completely wrong here. But yeah, so they're going to be splitting up. Emma and Ray staying, trying to resolve the poison town, the plague town, or the plague capital, while Norman and his group head on to defend the base. So let's see who we follow in the next chapter. I imagine we'll probably still be here because of the whole thing now with the Queen like coming back from the dead, which is good lord. But yeah, but that's about all. I mean, good chapter overall. I mean, great that Adam plays a bigger role in all of this, Like, you just thought he was the first of this Adam squad, of this line of experiments that we met, that just that was all he was going to be, was this juggernaut kind of character. But no, he's actually the key to like a lot of things, which I like. Probably more reason why he's named Adam, and was the only one that was named actually. So, but anyway, that's about all I have to say about this chapter. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Anything I might miss, let me know. And I try to stream 3 days a week: Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Upload them to YouTube the next day in the cycle. I stream on Twitch. Link down below. Also, probably be trying to get back into the podcast this week or next week, something like that. McGreever, go check out his channel. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Links to everything down below. And until next time, Geechlings, roll out.